Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our night live stream. It's been a long time since I've actually been at home. It's been a long time since I've done a night live stream, and I just want to welcome you to the chat. Thank you very much, Leonie, I guess you could say, for kicking out some of the unwelcomed people. Stephen Jepson, I hope you enjoy the replay. I know you're working tomorrow. This is a bit of a interesting video because the CT results are in. I'm going to share them with you and talk a bit about, living with cancer and question and answer. I don't know everything in the world, but hopefully, I can answer your questions, or at least from my opinion and what I've been going through. I'm going to show you a few things, and away we go. So, Eric, if you're still here, good morning or good evening. I'm used to saying good morning. Cool, Roddy, how are you? I won't bark because the puppies will start going, and but do say hi to Drax for me. Tyra, konbanwa, how are you? Nilsa, if you're still here, thank you for being here. I miss you, dear. Bye, you. Get to sleep. You probably got work in the morning, even though you probably only live down the road from me now. Leonie, thank you. I know that you were looking after the chat because we are a community. So thank you. Jeremy and cousin Vinny, my other moderators, are here. So thank you very much. Just scrolling down here. Hi, sister. Mindy's mom. How are you? She says, these trolls that think they know everything make me so mad. Let me know that. But she contacted go Google that one. Trolls. Exactly. I might read something that they actually sent me.
Jeremy Bywer donated $5
I don't know.
Super chat.
Well, thank you, Jeremy. Wow, that's weird that it says that, but thank you, Jeremy. I'll get to that in a minute. Rant over. Hi, family. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you. Tim the Dude, how are you? Thank you for being. Hi, Mom. Thank you for being here. Truly appreciate it. I'm just scrolling down to say hi to everybody because that's what I always do. Lynn Sanger, hi all, using her emoji club. Awesome. Auntie Mambo, how are you? Thank you for being here. I know a lot of my Patreon members are really waiting for this news. We'll get to it in a minute. Peter Steincalender, how are you, buddy? You can make a night live stream. I promise you I'll have more live streams coming up because I know, being over in Europe, the time is bad. But thank you for the memberships. Looks like you donated 20 memberships. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Hi, Fran. I was going to say go Steelers, and I don't want to say go Eagles, but I really don't want to say go Chiefs. But now that the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills are out of the playoffs, I guess I'm going to have to bet on the Chiefs for the three-peat. I guess I'm going to have to, and that'll make Mom happy. But yeah, thank you, Peter. I appreciate it here. I hope I didn't, I'm kind of missing people as I'm trying to scroll around, so I'll just let the chat go on now. Go Broncos. Yeah, I kind of wish the Broncos were in there, but yeah, today we're here to talk a little bit about my results, and I really hope, you can hang with me and let me get through it. Oh, there we go.
Hello, Drew. Thank you very much for this night's stream. Folded hands, we Europeans appreciate it. Thumbs up.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter. I really appreciate that. Real life stuff. How are you? MC Travels. I'm back in the chat. I realized I had skipped some. Adam. Hey, buddy. Pink Box Donuts. Vegas, baby. Lynn Sanger. Again, thank you for being here. As I'm scrolling down here, I'm just trying to catch everybody because I hate it when I miss people. But again, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please at Tokyo Drew, and I will see it in the chat because it shows my name in orange, and we'll go from there. So again, thank you, Peter, for the super chat. Hello, Drew. Thank you very much for this night stream. We Europeans appreciate it. I hope more Europeans can be here, like Stuart and Stu and Nick R and G6 and a few of our Denmark people, and it'd be nice to be able to have some more friends here. So thank you. Church lady, good morning or good evening. Yeah, Marin, how are you? Thank you for being here. And I'm running out of breath. I think I've hit everybody. If I haven't, I do apologize. So, real quickly, for anybody watching this video that's new to the channel, I was diagnosed exactly 1 year ago today. That is why I'm doing a night live stream. I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastasized lung cancer. Hey, Keza, how are you? And, I've talked about it for a year. And basically, it metastasized into the pleura of my right lung and to the lymph nodes. That's why obviously, the lymph nodes are swollen, it travels around the body, so on and so forth. We all know that, right? Are you in a closet? No, I'm actually in my den. This is my office, my den, or our junk room. It's a junk room because I've made it that way. And you also know that I've gone through 8 rounds of chemo. The first 4 rounds were on a cisplatin chemo along with a toposoid and immunotherapy. The immunotherapy, when I gave up chemo in May, I went on immunotherapy for 2 months, but it did not work for me. And so we quit, and I had August to relax still. And I'll show you the scans. People are like, oh, show me the proof, Drew. Well, I have it. And I've shown it to you before. But in September, I went back on carboplatin with no immunotherapy for 4 months. I finished that at the end of November. And I have been off chemo now since November 29th. I'm going to show you some scans and so on and so forth. But before I do that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Earlier, and I probably shouldn't do this, but I know who they are. Some trolls came in and basically started attacking me. He's been attacking me for a few months. I might drop his name, maybe, right? Mark. But then again, it's not worth it. I've dealt with trolls for 8 years while I've been on YouTube, so don't really care. But I have a good question here, and I just lost it. John Al, Drew, wait, where did your cancer originate? Because metastasized is the cancer that has spread or moved from original cancer source. Correct. My cancer, I don't know if you can see me here, but basically, you know what? I don't think I have a picture, but I probably do. Because I was just looking at it the other day, but I don't know what source. But anyways, give me 1 second, everybody. I'll just so I can show people that are not familiar with my disease, of course. Might be on my cell phone. I think that's where I saw it the other day. Yeah, it's right here. So not sure if you guys can see this. I'll try and point at it right now. But basically, if you can see that, I'll wait for the replay to come up. This was the original X-ray and CT scan, and it's right. Come on, replay, hurry up. I hope I'm pointing at it. But yeah, that little round circle is my main original tumor. And if you can read X-ray scans and or whatever, you can see that it is cancer in my right lung. And back in February of last year, I went for X-rays, PET scans, MRIs, the whole kit and caboodle. And basically, sorry, I got to drink water. Picture, if you will, this is your lung and my cancer is here. It metastasized into the pleura of my lung over here and over here. I call them babies or whatever. And on recent scans, I think back in October, the one baby did not show up anymore. My lymph nodes were going down due to the cancer, so on and so forth. And I'll talk a little bit about more of that later on. But yeah, that's basically the first thing I had found out. So hopefully, if you don't know, that's exactly what happened. So been dealing with it for a year. Never been given a timeline on how long to live, because the cancer has responded quite well. If you know anything about cancer, cisplatin is quite a strong cancer um, in Japan. Japan does not have like the red devil or this cancer. And don't forget, there are hundreds of different cancers, so not all chemo will work for every type of cancer. And there's non-small cell lung cancers, there's small cell lung cancer. Obviously, there's all kinds of different, prostate cancer, breast cancer, so on and so forth. So um, it's I've been living with it, dealing with it, and I laugh and I smile um, as much as I can. But mentally, it's been a tough year. But I've had a lot of wonderful people on donor. We started up a donor box last year, and donor box truly, truly helped me. Friends of mine and YouTubers like Oriental Pearl and Ninja Monkey also helped their communities help support me, and I'm forever grateful for that. But that paid for basically, and you can go on to the GoFundMe, which Night Riders Gal, one of my moderators, I call her mom, started up for me because it's a long road ahead, and I will talk about that also later on. But we've done quite well, and I appreciate it. Oh my God, it's Christmas time, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas 365 making her bi-yearly appearance. Hey, sis. So, let's cut the bullshit. I got bad news yesterday. Not happy about it. Oh well. I deal with things head on. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring up a scan right now that I got yesterday. And the doctor let me take a picture. And I'm going to show you right now. So, yeah, here we go. I want to make sure I bring up the right scan. Okay, I did. So if you can see it clearly, basically to your left, I would think, where it says August 2024, that was after 4 months of chemo and then 2 months off chemo where the immunotherapy didn't work. And you can see it's a funny looking main tumor, I guess you could say. Next to that was after I went back on chemo in September in the orange, and it started shrinking again due to the carboplatin that I was on. Last month, the yellow circle is, where I thought, oh my God, things are going well. It's been a month I've been off chemo, and it shrunk down to about 1.4 millimeters or centimeters, or not sure which, but it was doing quite well. And that was December, I can give you the exact date. I don't think you can see it on there, but just to let you know, I gotta put my glasses up because I'm old. The scan was on December 19th, and I got the results on December 23rd, which I actually shared during a live stream with the community. And, that progression, obviously my cancer responded to the chemo, and but after being off chemo, it started growing again. And unfortunately, yesterday's scan, you can see the red circle there where it's almost, what would you say, 2.5 times in a month. So that's quite scary. Now, I do have small cell lung cancer, not non-small cell lung cancer. And I can't see the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen, which I'll go back over and see what the replay looks like now. So yeah, that is basically the last 4 scans that I've had. And to be honest, the January one I got from yesterday is sad. We're not finished, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh, is Daniel Yuka here? Oh, Gong Hei Fat Choi. I know you're in Yokohama today. How are you? Drew, I'm going through a sliding last 3 months on a medication now, and in 6 to 8 months, if not healed, I'll go for surgery plus dealing with alpha or L bulging disc. Well, John L, I wish you all the best, buddy. I don't really know who you are, or do I? But yeah, God be with you, brother. Really, that's sad to hear. I'm sorry, I really am. Serendipity 98. They have not given you a timeline because they don't know, or because you don't want to go about it that way. I'll get into that in a minute, okay? So if I don't bring it up within 5 minutes, let me know. Have to go for groceries today, but hubby will be doing the driving. Oh, okay. I'm a viewer, been here for a little while, mate, from Australia. Oh, okay, thank you for being here. I think I remember your name actually, but anyways. So yeah, that's not all the news I have to tell you though. And this is the little bit of a kind of a shock to my system, I feel. And that is, well, as of yesterday, you can see right there, this is a scan of my brain. And I'll try not to cry. In 1 month, the cancer has decided now to travel up to my brain, to the left side of my brain, right in this area, right in here. And the yellow circle there is the tumor in my brain. And I just have no words, you know, like that was, I broke down in tears at the oncologist at the hospital. My wife was in shock, but it's inevitable, right? It's going to metastasize sooner or later other places. We were hoping, you know, that the 8 rounds of chemo would basically stop it from metastasizing, shrink the main tumor, and I could live, you know, how I have been for the last year. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But yeah, that is bad. And yeah, thank you guys. Like, oh my God, bro, no. It's shocking, you know. I had to deal with, let me get rid of this picture here. But honestly, guys, a lot of people doubt me. Oh, does Drew have stage 4 lung cancer? Or, you know, yada, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I'll wait for Lynn to put her glasses back on. Well, actually, you know what, Lynn? Just for you, let's make the picture bigger. Yay! I will just do that right now. But yeah, you can see the white there. That is the tumor that has started developing in my brain. And I just hope that it hit the stupid part of me and we can get rid of it. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And just for, let me close that back out, and I'll bring up the other one here, just so people can see a little bit better. But you can see the difference in sizes of the tumor. And yeah, like I said, August, October, December, January. Now I did have more CT scans. I think I had one in July, but I was on immunotherapy, so there was no progression or anything like that. But I just thought it might be a good idea to you know, show you guys these things. I show you on cell phones, or, you know, whatever I can. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. That's the big announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, back days. I'm sorry. Thank you, Auntie Mambo, but yeah, it's I saw your message, Keza. Thank you. I'm still fighting, you know. Anna, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm glad that you could make it. See, some of my European supporters are coming in now. So yeah, that's I guess the news that you know, my cancer is coming back in a short time. So like, this little fucker of small cell lung cancer it's aggressive as hell. Like, I've read stories where, you know, people have had small cell lung cancer, and, you know, after a few rounds of chemo, they went into remission, but it came back after 8, 9, 10 months. Mine's only taken 2 months, and we got to hit it hard again. So nobody's fault but mine. Not the news we wanted to hear, Drew. Keep fighting. I am. I'm trying to be as positive as I can. Hey, Jim and Harriet, how are you? And yeah, so that is what's going on. Now, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news to the community, to anybody that watches me, but I'm not giving up. And I got to fight for my wife. I got to fight for my puppies. I got to fight for my sister, my brother, my grandchildren. I let everybody know today that this is what's going on. And yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow. Sadly, medical cannabis is not easily accessible in Japan. You know what? I wish it was. You know, hey Nick R, how are you?
Doc Hunter 900
Oh.
donated $19.99 through Super Chat. Always keep fighting, Drew. We love you, all of us.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Dawn, really do appreciate it. Guys, you don't need to super chat me. I appreciate it, I really do. But if you want to go on to GoFundMe or even PayPal, I get more of the cut, I guess you could say, than YouTube does. But every penny helps. So I'm not going to be like, oh my God, right? So thank you. I appreciate it. So what is going to happen now? And this is going to be a short video so that a lot of people that are interested in this will watch it fully and through to the end. Hey, Jackie, how are you? Daniel, but Drew is Canadian. I wish I could move back to Canada. Each day you wake up is a small victory. Hold on to those. You're right, Fred. And that is something that I appreciate. Bayou Tech, so sorry, Drew. We all love you here, bro. Watching you and hanging out with everyone here, meeting you is one of the reasons I made the choice to start a new life in Japan. Keep fighting. Well, thank you, brother. We'll hook up soon, dude. I know you're less than half an hour away from me. So I hope you're doing well, Bayou. And yeah, we'll go for tea or coffee. I don't drink alcohol anymore. But I might. Well, actually, that's a lie. I did have a beer the other day. I might have a shot of whiskey. I don't know, right? Something like that. But Mindy's mom. For those that don't know, I think it's time for you to explain what the trolls keep accusing you of. Everyone needs to know where your donated money has gone from the beginning. Thank you, Mindy's mom, for that. I will get into that later. I'm curious how the doctor's bedside manner is in situations like this. I live in Japan too. I will try to get into a lot of, oh my God, Oriental Pearls here. Yes, I saw your husband in Ginza on Thursday last week. I was actually on my way to the hospital for these CT scans, so which I will show again later on. And I actually told him, say hi to Alyssa. So thank you, Alyssa, for being here. I appreciate it. Carmen, how are you from Switzerland? Thank you for being here. Joy, thank you. Appreciate it. So what is, hey, Nathan, how are you? You're both here. I said your names. Were your ears burning or something? I have been living with a lot of pain. I am on Oxycontin, or whatever you call that, oxycodone, or whatever. I got to highlight some of these. I wish I could highlight them in like Prism does, but oh no, what did I do? Rookie mistake. Nathan will laugh on that one. Hey Betty Boop, I'll read your comments in a minute. So about two to 3 weeks ago, I started getting uneasy, like, oh my God, this is the same pain I felt last year. And the CT scans proved it. So, but yeah, Drew, I mean, there's an option to go back to Canada a few months and get some alternative medicines. Maybe that will help and cure your cancer. It's not curable. Instead of heavy duty taxing cancer drugs and radiation. Everybody's going to have their opinion, and I appreciate it. I really do. But I live in Japan. I'm a Japanese resident. I'm going to do what my oncologist says here. But I do know one thing, and that is I would be paying a lot more. The medical is free. Hospitalization would be free in Canada because I've already checked this out. But the chemo itself is super expensive. So I don't know whether I get different drugs or not, but thank you, John, for saying that. Anyways, I'm still looking for options. I need last resort options, maybe later on next year or something, right? May all the angels look out for you, Drew, at this time. Thank you. Who's diagnosed with aggressive for brain cancer and used melanoma type permanently by miracle is better. My praise. Well, thank you. Hopefully everything is good. So praying for me is great. All right. Let me get into what is next. Okay. My doctor, after he gave me the bad news yesterday, John, honestly, I wish I could go to Canada and just smoke a pound of marijuana. I'd be the happiest mother, you know what, in the world. Basically, in one phone call, 57 months of being a part of this awesome community. Thank you, Ninja Monkey. Basically, what has happened now is he called. I have to go for an MRI on Thursday. I don't know the hospital, but it is in Tokyo, down by Gotanda or something like that. And I have to go with my wife. And I have to go get an MRI. And basically, an MRI, you all know what an MRI is, but it'll really dissect my brain, so on and so forth, and get a good picture and so on and so forth, right? I agree, Oriental Pearl, Alyssa, but some people try to get people to doubt me and donations stop. So I'll talk a little bit about it. I'll meet you halfway. No, I don't know, but let me get past this. So, basically it's Tuesday, Japan time here, and Thursday I will be going for an MRI and meeting with, I don't know who these doctors are, but specialists with radiotherapy. This time next week, I have to enter another hospital.
Betty Boop donated 10 Australian dollars through Super Chat. May you be protected and improve. Folded hands step.
I agree with you, Alyssa, so maybe I won't. Or maybe I'll put a dig into somebody at the end. Thank you, Betty Boop. I appreciate it. And I miss my Lamingtons. Sometime next week, we're hoping that I will basically be going into the hospital again on my own dime, which I really don't like this whole, if you can't speak Japanese, so on and so forth. I don't get it. We've gone through that for over a year and I can't change it. I got to follow hospital rules, people. So, and if you doubt me, go check the Cancer Institute Hospital JFCR, and it's right there in black and white. So that's all I'll have to say. Because Mark thinks he knows everything about Japan. So I don't know whether I'm going to be going for 3 days, 4 days, or not sure, but roughly 3 or 4 days. And I will be doing radiation therapy. They will basically, I guess, from what I've heard, my wife has told me, because she's very knowledgeable with this also, they're going to create a helmet to my head or something. And basically, they're going to zap the little fucker out of my head. And hopefully that will be that. Honestly, my oncologist and my wife, who are all both in the medical field, said, we're not worried about the metastasized brain cancer. Hopefully radiotherapy or radiation therapy, whatever you want to call it. Hi, Fernando. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We'll zap it out. Now, the one thing I did learn is when you do radiation therapy or radiotherapy, whatever, you can do the same spot, but once you're done, you cannot go back to it again. So that's why I'm hoping that number one, they will, zap it out. Now, picture, if you will, the helmet on my head, and there's going to be a bunch of it's called gamma knife. They're going to be like going in and hitting all kinds of different spots only on the cancerous tissue. So basically, they're basically burning it, killing it out of my brain. It is early enough because it's only within a month that he says there should be at least a 99.9% success rate. That's freaking good news, guys. I think, in my opinion, that is pretty awesome. So that's why they're saying don't be too worried about it. But you know me. Hey, Amanda, how are you? You know me. It's scary. You know, I've been waiting for this cancer to metastasize. The only thing, honestly, I got to be honest with you guys. I'm thankful that it went to my brain because number one, we can get rid of the we can try and get rid of the little tumor that's there, and maybe they'll burn the stupid out of me too. You never know. I might become smart one day. But no, seriously, it's shocking, of course. Now, for those of you that haven't been here and didn't see the CT scans, I will show you again real quickly here. But these are, again, I'm going to, sorry that I'm repeating, but you can see August, October, December, and January. The August one is where I was 2 months off of the first 4 rounds of chemo. October was after a month of going back on chemo. December was a month off of the 8th round of chemo. So you can see October and December, you know, it reacted to the chemo very well. Having a 2 month, 2.5 month, oh no, 2 month break in January, boom, it started coming back. So again, this cancer is very, very aggressive. It sucks that it's happening to me, but I think I'm trying to deal with it as best as I can. Now, for the brain, as you can see, I circled it. That little white mass area is the brain cancer that I have developed now. And, you know, that's what we're going to go and try and zap out of my body or out of my head over the next week or so. I will find out more information, of course, after the meeting, and I will share that with you also. Now, I also, you know, we have a GoFundMe, and I truly appreciate the help if you can. But more importantly, if you could help share the links and the things out to all your social media, it would be amazing. As you can see up at the top there, you know, so far our goal is $45,000. We had a goal of $20,000 earlier, and that covered basically the chemo that I've already done, all the appointments, all the CT scans. Behind the scenes, not only am I going for chemo, but you're going for checkups, you're going for PET scans, you're going for MRIs. You know, it adds up quickly. So thank you for that. So, but yeah, sharing is caring, and I would really appreciate it. So thank you for that. So that's what's happening now. And my brain is going to swell from what my wife told me. And I'm going to get a big head. Get it? I got freaking brain cancer, lung cancer, and I'm laughing. Got to keep positive, people. Excuse me, I'm just reading a comment there. Pon Pon, my channel is small, but I'll add the links in my next video. Well, thank you, Pon Pon. I appreciate that. Basically, I have to wait for 2 weeks after radiation therapy before I can start chemo. So I'm basically going next week from radiation therapy we'll find out whether it's 3 days in the hospital, 4 days in the hospital in Gotanda or wherever. I'm getting Mindy's mom. Hold on, let me see. Oh, thank you, Orient, Alyssa. Yes, thank you, Mindy's mom, for bringing it to my attention on my cell phone. Yeah, nobody is doubting you. What one malicious person miles away says is irrelevant. Yeah, I know. I get it. And you know me, Alyssa. I've had troll problems every once in a while. I don't know why this person and his buddies are doing it, but whatever. Like the guy's a fucking loser anyways. So, oh wait. Oh my God, I shouldn't say that because maybe he will, wait. Oh, I forgot the thing, the message he sent me. People do keep messages. Um, oh yeah, he wanted to hand me a subpoena to go to court. That's what it was. Anyways, let me get back to it. So we have now tried to book Drew. So do you think you got this cancer from smoking? I said that. I think it's from 40 years of smoking. I don't blame my family. Oh, just say it in the chat, Mindy's mom. I can't see the comments very well because they're scrolling and I have a hard time. She said to read one of Oriental Pearl. Oh, do another video with me and we can raise funds for the next round. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. Well, we'll talk. Thanks. Sorry, Mindy's mom. I thought it was that comment. I didn't see all the comments. You know why? Because she didn't put at Tokyo Drew. Anyways, let me get back to it. Ignore the guy, not worth it. I know we talked about this when Alyssa and Nathan and Daniel and I met for lunch a few weeks ago. We talked about it. So I do, but you know me, I like to be a little bit of an instigator because if they're going to do shit to me, I'm going to do it a little bit bad, but not as bad. Anyways, right now we have tried to book. Hey, Debbie McKee, how are you? I didn't see you there. We have basically tried to book for me to go back to the Cancer Institute Hospital for February 17th, where I will again stay in the hospital for 5 days. Sorry, I talk a lot, so I need to hydrate. Excuse me. So yeah, basically, I'll be back in the hospital for 5 days on February 17th. And I don't like the idea of having to stay in the hospital for 5 days, but to be honest with you, they want me to stay there longer. And I think because I fight the system, I don't want to waste my life. Sorry, my tinnitus is, oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Oh, if you know what tinnitus is, ringing of the ears and or whatever, like I get strong pulses bad like that. It almost knocks me on my ass. Sorry, excuse me. So, yes, exactly. Yeah, his YouTube channel was called Within Japan, but now it's thank you and goodbye. He's quitting YouTube. Whatever, doesn't matter. Oh, thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. Let's listen.
I definitely want to visit Japan again this year, maybe between April and July 2025. I would like to invite you and your wife to a restaurant in Tokyo that serves Austrian food.
The restaurant is called Ginza Hamsburg Velchen. Velchen means violet. So thank you, Peter. I really appreciate that. Everybody give Peter some stars in the chat, eh? Come on. Peter, we will definitely be meeting when you get here. And of course, we'll have to hang out and do stuff with Shinichi too. Of course, don't forget Shinichi. Hi, Ario, how are you? So my little sister, thank you, Alyssa. I always appreciate your advice. I really do. So thank you. But let me get back to the story here. Not story, but what's happening. And then we'll get into some question and answer about, what I'm going through if you're interested in that. So yeah, February 17th or 18th, I might be admitted back into the hospital. I will be doing a chemo called Amrubicin. Google it. Hey, Rainier loves Japan. How are you? So the first chemo I went on basically was cisplatin, then carboplatin, and now this is the third line. You know, I will pump my body full of chemo to stay alive as long as possible, of course. But I'm going sidetracked here. Sometimes you can only do so much, right? But yeah, I think it's called amrubicin. It's a weaker chemo because my body, not only is my immune system getting weaker, like everything, they're worried about side effects and, all kinds of different things. So Google amrubicin and you'll see exactly what I'm going to be taking. The good thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why I need help, is I will be doing amrubicin chemo once a month for the rest of my life. I do not have to stop this chemo. Whereas the stronger chemos like cisplatin and carboplatin, you can do between 4 and 6 rounds, and then you got to give your body a rest. So I did 4 rounds of each of those drugs and then gave my body a rest for 90 days. With this chemo, basically amrubicin, I can do it, the infusions, each and every month until it stops working. And of course, we know how smart cancer can be. It'll say, screw you, amrubicin, I got ya. And then I might be screwed. But until that time, I'm still going to fight. But there is a last hope also, ladies and gentlemen. And there is a new drug to be approved in Japan. Now, they did say, and you've heard me say this before, in the fall of last year, but it didn't happen. Now they're hoping April, May, something like that. I don't know. Like, I want to pull my hair out. Oh, I already did. Never mind. Waiting for this drug. Now, it's kind of like an immunotherapy, but it's more like a chemo. Even the medical people, and my oncologist said this yesterday, have a hard time to explain how this drug is. Now, I don't know if it's topotecan, but it's in that family of that drug. And that was kind of like the trial drug that I was going to try back in September. But again, they can add that to the chemo cocktail, I believe, of how I can still fight this cancer. So if we have good, like if the results, if my tumor markers start going up again, after they originally go down, once I start amrubicin, if they start going up and then they can add this other drug into the cocktail and it works, I can extend my life even further. Now, right now, because I'm off chemo, I am living in daily pain. And the reason I say that is because I can feel it right now. It hurts. I don't know if I got to take a big poop and it's my colon. Can't believe I just said that on a live stream. Or the back is where basically I get the pain, and that is cancer related. So that is basically what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, if you are the ones that watch me here and, part of my community and my friends, I'm really sorry to, joke around, but that's me. I'm always going to do that, right? I saw Christmas 365 also poke my eye so hard to see at the left one. Okay, she's poking her eye. I already made that ball joke, brother. Oh, did you? Okay, thank you for that. Stabby. Please remember to periodically refresh the stream. With actually Nightbot, sorry, but we are on. We're using whatchamacallit here, so I don't need that. But anyways, thank you. I just want to go over and check something while I'm here. Oh, excuse me. That is basically the bottom line. 'Cause Stone Cold said so. Yeah, I have brain cancer now. Sucks. I have a few side effects that are going on also. and that it sucks. But from now I'll donate via GoFundMe. Well, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. I really do. Um, Now I'm always been as transparent as I can, and yeah, I think. Are you spending your days any differently than before? How have your priorities changed? Please make sure if you have any questions for me at Tokyo Drew. I'll try and answer that in a minute, Pon Pon, because I forget fast. Actually, I'll answer it right now. I'm spending my days alone. Um, the last time I saw friends was actually Alyssa, Ninja Monkey, if he's still here, and Daniel from Daniel and Yuka. That was the last time I saw friends, and that was like, I don't know, a few weeks ago. Um, I'm always in appointments. I'm always doing stuff to try and keep busy. Um, but not I miss work a lot, but I've kind of gotten not used to being at work. So if I have a chance to go back to work, I would. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Hey Nathan. Um, I'm probably going to be on medical leave as long as I can, and then I got to figure out what I'm going to be doing for that. So, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. You've been with me for years, and that means a lot to me. I'd almost call you a Burlington girl, but my sister moved to Burlington. Oh my God. Anyways, but yeah, I think my daily days, like I've told a few people now, is I feel like I live in Groundhog Day, that movie, because every day is the same. I thank God I wake up in the morning. Um, I do a lot of research on cancer um, daily for the last year. And I have a lot of knowledge, but sometimes I can't comprehend what I'm reading. And that's the stupid part of me. Smile and pose. Um, big words I'm not good with and things like that. Have they given you radiation treatment? I'm going probably for radiation for my the tumor that just started in my brain in the last couple of weeks. I'll be getting radiation, radiotherapy, or whatever they call that, next week, Debbie. But chemo does not work in the brain. And so it's good for the body. Radiation therapy is really good for the brain. So that's what I've been told. I believe the people that tell me, so that's all I know, right? It's so important that you keep upbeat. You have us. We love you so much, and we'll be here for you always. I know that, Sister Mindy's mom. And you're all here for me, and I really appreciate that. I know that it's been hard on my wife, but I've taken this journey, and this is something maybe I don't really need to explain, but I'm going to, because I want to keep it as real as possible. What I do in life is separate from what my wife does. And we are married, we are a couple, yes, but um, you know, her dentist bill is her bill, not mine. My bill is my bill, not hers. I don't want to put the burden on her. And here is a good reason why. And I don't know if this will make sense to you, but why put the burden on my wife when after I'm long gone, and she's got to live with the mental pain, she's got to live with the physical pain, she's got to clean up. So that's why I am the way I am. I want everything to be done by myself. And that's why I thank you as a community who have tremendously, and I mean tremendously, helped me. Whether it's been $5 or $1,000, or Peter Steinkalner's been there for me. I'm just calling out Peter right now. And I thank you, right? My sisters tried to help me, but I mentally screwed her up today by breaking the news to her. I told my grandchildren's mother, Lily, my son's wife, about it today. And we talk on a weekly basis. Because of cancer, I connected with my son again after many years of being separate. I got to meet my grandchildren in August when I went to Vancouver for the first time. That is so, so dear to me. I got to thank my wife, and I've said this before, for bringing my son, his wife, and 3 children to Japan in December. Uh, it's so heartfelt and warming. I thank Alyssa, I thank Nathan, I thank Mandy's mom, I thank Night Rider's gal, I thank Jeremy, everybody that has done something special for me. Thank you. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is, Peter, um, our channel memberships, and if nobody has been around, oh, hi, Holly, by the way, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you, um, is,
Peter Steinfelder donated
oh,
10 euros.
bro, thank you
Thank
again,
you
but
very much for this channel.
I would shout you out 100 times. You don't need to donate, but thank you. Um, hopefully, hope you can see your family again soon, and I get that with separate bills and feeling responsible for expenses. Yeah, you are beautiful, unselfish, thinking of Hiromi-chan the way that you do. Thank you, Minnie's mom. By the way, Holly, you told me about a sports card. I think it was you. Could you send me a picture of it on Instagram? I just want to see what it is. Hey, Sasha, how are you? Finally, I'm so sorry.
We're all here for you, smiley face.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sasha, I'm glad that you could be here. I know that my regular streaming time is hard for Europeans and people in the UK. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, Sasha. I really appreciate it. And sending happy Gaijin vibes. That's what I need. I just need you back here, Nathan, and I can feel better. Just don't come back between February 17th, March 17th, April 7th. I want to make sure I can see you. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about, but I'm just so thankful for all the kind souls that I don't even know. Hey, Buckle Up Wes, how are you? I'm not going to mention their name, but I've had a private donor also help me out tremendously, and I thank them. I don't want to say their name because they're not here. Maybe they're watching. Who knows? But again, they helped me tremendously last year, and I'm so forever grateful for that too. So, a lot of people, start GoFundMe's for help because they need it. I'm not here to rip people off. I could use the help, and like I just read a kind story where this mother with kids started a GoFundMe. She was trying to raise $5,000. And she raised over $75,000 in a week. That's amazing. As you can see, we've raised $5,459 so far. That's amazing. I just really hope we can kind of get closer to the goal to help me. It's mentally tough, the burden for the hospital. Because not only do I worry about, financially, because I'm not working, but it's mentally being in that hospital. Smelling that hospital food. Oh, I know it looks healthy, and it is, but no. I think I've explained to you. I am working, yes, and it was worth a lot. Awesome. That I bring my own food to the hospital for 5 days now, or I go downstairs to Family Mart. They have a Tully's coffee shop where I can get a hot dog. I'm not on a strict diet anymore. My A1C as of yesterday, and SoCal Mod Squad, make sure you tell my evil twin, my A1C over the last 4 months has been 5.4. So I'm eating well. I'm trying to eat less carbs, not too many sugars and things like that. But my A1C will go up because of the cancer is growing. But I'm hoping that, it won't, because I want to feel successful. So once my tax refund or work bonus, I hope to send you a new. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I hope it's not that jersey. Oh, Cobra. Yes, thank you, Minnie's mom. Whoa, that's awesome, brother. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Again, I will go back and I will show the scans one last time. But this here is yet again for people pop in and out of the stream. So let's show the scans again. August, is 2 months after my first 4 treatments. It started growing again. October is after my fifth treatment, so it started shrinking. December was 1 month after, or actually 3 weeks after.
Hostess World of Music Memories
Oh,
donated $23.45 through Super Chat. You are an inspiration to us all. We love you, Drew. Underscore TD Love. Underscore TD Love. Jim and Harriet.
thank you, Jim and Harriet. I love the T345s. You know how I love those consecutives. Let's get back though. December is basically 3 weeks after, and then yesterday, yeah, it's almost tripled in size in 2 months. So that really sucks, man. And then the brain tumor. This is the one that scares me, but this is the one they tell me that I should not be too worried about. So, yeah, that is pretty much what's been going on. If you have any questions, like, what's it like living with cancer, Drew, or, how are you mentally or physically, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you have any questions, let me know. It's been a tough road, and I think I'm taking it well. I do have a bucket list. My wife told me to make a bucket list, and I will share a couple of things with you. But right now, our goal is to basically take 5 days off. Well, my wife will take 5 days off work. I have let me check again, and I'll show you. Eh? What the hell? Oh, wrong one. That's why. I won't show you that. Let me cover this up. But I basically.
Rainer Loves Japan donated $14.99 through Super Chat.
I have 80.
Light skin tone blue hearts get better.
82,314 ANA miles, and if I don't use them and I pass on, they're no good. So we're going to try to take 3 or 4, maybe 5 days to try and go down to Okinawa, to a pet-friendly hotel. We're going to take our puppies with us, and that'll be pretty cool. Never been to Okinawa, so it's something my wife wants to do. But also, I want to travel to Nico for the weekend. Do these simple little trips so that my wife has memories after I die. So that's something I want to do for my wife. Thank you, Rainier from Japan. Appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. So, oops, forgot to tag him. Night, Keza. Thank you. I know Aussies are almost sleeping. I saw a comment here from somebody. Drew, even though donations could be anonymous, do you know who donates what? That's probably a question for Night Riders Gal. But I do see some, Night Riders Gal made me, obviously I should be a part of the GoFundMe.
Donated 1,000 yen through Super Chat for your bucket list.
Well, thank you. Who was that? I'm not on there right now. Who was that? Oh, I can't get. It's scrolling way too fast. Oh, there we go. Pompon. Oh, you're in Japan because you're in yen. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, you said you're in Japan. Oh my God, the cancer's getting to my brain already. We better zap the stupidity out of me. ah. Holly just sent me something and it's a sports card, so I got to check this out. Okay, this is one of the biggest stories. Yes, the 11-year-old boy in California pulled that Paul Skeens auto, putting up for auction in 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, I know. I had a feeling it was that card. Um, if I could pull that, that would be amazing. And actually, let me share something with you because I'm not sure if I have shared this with the community right yet. Ishigaki, Okinawa was spectacular when I visit. She wants to go. Oh, you live in Hokkaido. Okay, thank you. Um, my wife wants to go to Miyako. Is that the island close to what you were just saying, Nathan? Sorry, you guys are going to see sports cards everywhere. My office is filled because, as you know, I now have. Oh my God, Jason Pointer, how are you? Thank you for being here. I've been worried about you, dude. Um, all these cards here, and well, you can't see them down here. I have for sale on eBay, but I bought a $25 box of cards last week, and in it, I bought 2 boxes. Okay, in it was one of these. Okay, this is Roki Sasaki, signed with the Dodgers recently. Um, pretty cool card. Let me shut the light off because of the glare. And don't mind my fat ass. Hopefully, that it's romantic in the air. All right, hopefully that'll be a little better, anyways. And getting off topic here, guys, I pulled the best autograph ever in my life of what I got. But yeah, $25 boxes of Topps 206 from 2023. And this Roki Sasaki, I don't know exactly how much, but I had 2 of them. I sold one on eBay for $45 a couple days ago, and now I have another one. I'm listing it tonight. If you're interested, go check out my eBay. And then I got this, guys. I don't know if you can see well, but this is a super rare card. Let me get rid of this glare. Oh my God, I hate lights. I'm not good at lighting, by the way. But this is Suzuki Ichiro autograph card number 1 out of 7. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can see that, but right there, Ichiro auto, 1 out of 7. Unbelievable. I just, and on the back we call it the Lucky Cat. So that's what's even more special about it. It's 1 out of 7. I don't know if you can see the number on the replay. And I just put it on eBay for sale for $1,200. Hopefully I can sell that. I think the last one went for sale was like 900 or 700, 800, but he just entered the Hall of Fame. So all his autograph cards are anywhere from 3,000-4,000 down to 200-300. It all depends. But yeah, because this is with him in the Oryx Buffaloes jersey when he was actually playing before he went to the major leagues. So yeah, this is how old of a pitcher? 25-year-old pitcher or a sports card with his autograph on it. Freaking amazing. So that's my new adventure. Anyways, let me go turn the light back on. There we go. A little bit better. So, but yeah, I'm buried ass deep in sports cards. Like I just pulled, if you're into baseball, Jackson Merrill autographs. This is the coolest, one of the coolest cards I think I have. Is this right here, Chop Robinson. If you're into football, with the Nike swoosh, I got like a 1939 Ted Williams, graded as a 8.5. Caitlin Clark. So this is what my ventures. So I think Pon asked me, like, has my daily life changed? It has, because living with cancer, you just never know what to do. You don't know how to feel mentally. It's difficult. And this is what I decided to do is do this for my grandchildren so that I could leave them something of an investment. So hopefully that keeps answering your questions. Drew, sorry, I've got to go to bed. Hey, Kurati, thank you so much for even being here. I really appreciate it. And again, Jason Pointer, I saw you in here, and I really hope that you are okay. Jason, it's been a while since we chatted. I wish I could have seen you in August in Vegas, but hopefully there's a chance. Just let me know, and maybe we can meet up and go from there. So I will send you a private email, hopefully this week. I always forget to send people emails. I haven't even, honestly, I hope she's watching. Our newest Patreon member. I don't know if her YouTube name is the same as on Patreon, but I'm pretty sure it is. But Fuqua or Lisa, I believe. I forgot to welcome you to our community, but I know you're on Discord already. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to you because I never properly said thank you to you either. So thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Right now, I'll message you online. Okay. Thank you, Jason. I'll admit, I'll just say right now, Jason, yes. We can never connect our schedules, but usually this time of night is good to talk. So that might help you on a Friday or a Saturday. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Really would. I miss you, man. I really do. Um, I think that once I get back on chemo, this chest pain, it's right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let me point the camera down a little bit. Oh, chotto hazakashi. Right here is where I get the pain from the chemo, and hopefully I'm not showing you too much. These are boxes of wine, by the way. Not my wine. And you can see more cards hiding, back down in here, But the last couple of weeks also I've developed a lot of headaches. So now I understand why, right? The brain tumor, the metastasized brain tumor has started it on me also. So, it's difficult to live with this, but I'm doing my best, man. Like that's all I can do, right? And I got, some of you that support me very well. And I'm not talking financially, I'm talking mentally. Like Jeremy sends me a weekly, hey, how you doing, brother? Mindy's mom and Night Riders guy, who were my sister and my mother, for like the last 6-7 years or whatever it's been. I'm very close with them, and that's why I call them mother or mom and sis. I share their pain, their personal things that they go through with their families and their life. I share with them also. Jason Pointer's here. I've shared a few ups and downs with him, right? Alyssa, Oriental Pearl, who was here earlier. She still intimidates me because she's such a beautiful, wonderful, amazing Christian young lady. And I just can never get out and message her. Nathan always said, Ninja Monkey, I can see is here, just message her. But I don't know if I'm introverted. On YouTube, I'm not a very shy person, but in real life, I kind of stick to myself. I don't know. It's weird, but anyways. So yeah, that is basically what's going on. I'm sure that we've all, in some sort, gone through cancer, whether it's yourself, a family member, friends, or a friend of a friend. And all I can say is no matter whether people are bad to you, are mean to you, trolls, or whatever, um, I appreciate the people that are there for me. And I appreciate the people that come out of the woodworks that I haven't talked to in years and say, "Oh my God, Drew, I just heard about your cancer. Keep strong, man." It just amazes me. And sometimes I go to bed crying. I'm a 57-year-old man, and sometimes I cry myself to sleep. And I try to play that tough boy act, being 6'4". What am I? 6'2", 200 something pounds. And sometimes I can become just a little princess pussy. That's all there is to it. So I know, right, Nathan? I know. I just I don't want to bother somebody like a big YouTuber like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure she's busy. Tears have no age. I know. I was curious about how the doctors and nurses treat you, if anything is different from your expectations. That's a good question. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer you this properly or not. Um, but so the hospital that I'm at, thank you, Minnie's mom. They treat me. They all knew I'm a. Hey, oh, is Twanda here? Oh, hey, Twanda, how are you? Thank you for being here. Um, they treat me good. I will say that. The hospital I'm in, like I said, I have to use a translator. Even though it says like if you speak Japanese and English, you can stay in our hospital, but you have to be, as a foreigner, you have to stay in a private room. So that's where it soaks up a lot of my funds. The chemo treatment itself, and I'm going off tangent here in a sec, but the drug itself, I do use high cost medical. So I don't pay, I pay like 800 and something dollars each treatment for the chemo. It's the room that kills me, right? Um, anyways, but they do treat me well. They bend the rules a little bit because they know that mentally I have a hard time staying in the hospital. Um, so basically, they allow me to bring my own food to the hospital now. Instead of charging me per meal, $4 per meal or something like that. 15 bucks a day for food that I don't really like. Yeah, I'd rather bring my own. And let me be very honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Day one, I check in, I go get a whole shitload of McDonald's, and that's what I eat for the first day and a half. I'll go get filet of fishes, Big Mac, French fry. I eat the French fries for lunch when I check in, but and then I just heat the burgers up for dinner and breakfast the next morning. So I appreciate that. They try to speak English as good as possible. Sometimes like for medical terms, the translator, who's a Japanese lady that grew up in the UK, and look at those emojis, awesome. She has to be there to translate. But the nurses have this little device where they can, it's just like any translation thing that we have on our phone. So they have to use that. But there's a couple nurses that try to speak English to communicate with me. You're only allowed to leave the ward floor for 15 minutes. Hey, Paul, how are you, Bushido Devil Dog? You're only allowed to leave the ward for 15 minutes, but I live streamed last year for an hour down in the garden, and they were okay with that. So, I don't know if that answered your question, Pon Pon, but there are rules to follow, and I just suck it up, follow them, and can't wait for day 5 to get the hell out of there. I hate hospitals that much, ladies and gentlemen. I seriously hate it. So, yeah, that's kind of, I'm hoping what has not happened, but been so far. So, it's it's a long road, you know, and I truly, truly hope that I have a lot longer to go. You know what I mean? I really hope that how do I say this? I can keep fighting until I get that miracle. That makes sense, guys. I truly hope that I can fight to. I want to be that one person that beats cancer. You know what I mean? That would be so amazing. You know, small cell lung cancer that I have. You know, yada yada yada. Um, would be pretty awesome, and I just can't wait. You know, I try to keep as good as I can, but the side effects are the things that bother me. You can see me like I do have a little bit of fatigue. Um, right now, I don't want to believe this myself, but um, I haven't been eating well um, in the last few weeks. I think it's due to the cancer coming back. Um, this morning, here's an example. I had actually I went to McDonald's a couple days ago, and I didn't eat the Big Mac, so I ate that for breakfast this morning. Actually, lunch. I don't eat breakfast, but I need to eat breakfast. And then I made taco salad for Hiromi and I, but that's all I've eaten. So I got to stay away from sugars. Um, but my body feels weak, so I need that energy, and that's one of the side effects. It's not nausea though. I just don't feel like eating, and I don't know if that's the cancer or just mentally putting myself through that and doing that to myself. So, Jeremy, yeah, when I was hospitalized, I couldn't wait to get out of there. Even with my phone, my Nintendo Switch, and the TV, I was bored out of my mind. I'm not so bored because you see me live stream in the hospital. I watch TV on my computer, of course, and things like that. Um, that's not the hard part. It's the sitting in my room for 23 hours a day, right? Oh yeah, let me get back. Oh, I agree there, Ninja Monkey. Now, every time I leave the hospital, I actually go to McDonald's, which is just across the street from the hospital, kind of behind another building. Um, and I always get the sausage McMuffin with the hash browns and an iced coffee. I do it every time I come out of the hospital. But last time I got a fillet of fish because I wanted to mix it up a little bit. You know? But yeah, um, it just it's difficult. So I've had a lot of ups and downs in the last year. Um, a lot of a lot of people attacking me, a lot of people helping me, and to the people that try to make my life miserable, I'm sorry to you that you have to be like that. To the people that have been wonderful and helped me, thank you, because that's what I need. Um, you know, I'll say one thing, and this is going to be to Ninja Monkey, who's in the chat right now, is I had a stupidity kind of style of thing thinking, and Nathan basically said, dude, you're a good guy, and no worries, let's move on. And I was like, wow, that's what I need. People like that in my life. Night Rider's gal, Mindy's mom, they message me almost daily. Jeremy, I'm not on Discord so much. Like for our Patreon, we have a Discord community, but the way I thought of setting it up was, that's for the community to communicate with each other while I'm not in a live stream. But I'm trying. I've said it for a couple of years, but I can just never get on Discord because I'm doing so many things coming from here, coming from there, so on and so forth. But like be appreciative of everything that you have. Yeah, exactly, Lynn. I get that. And just move on. Right now, my only goal in life, ladies and gentlemen, is to make sure that my grandchildren are taken care of. That's it. You know, I should have started with Pokemon cards. Damn. Pompon says, your determination is incredible, but it's important to remember that cancer's outcome isn't a reflection of your effort or strength, so I hope you don't put too much pressure on yourself. Pompon, actually, I have put a lot of pressure on myself because of that, but thank you for your advice. It's kind of something my wife also tells me at the same time. So, but yeah, that's good advice. It really is. So, um, yeah, I'm plugging away, guys. You know, I'm still learning how to live with this or survive. I think Luis uh, down in San Diego, he had said something to me, or no, it was Cobra. I made a title on a video once. Ouch. And I think I put surviving, and she said maybe you should change that to living, or maybe it was vice versa. I'm not sure, but she was right. Um, you got to learn everything that's going to happen, and like Jim and Harriet, you know, earlier. If you're still here, Jim and Harriet, thank you. Um, you know, a lot of people, and not only Jim and Harriet, the Costas, but a lot of people said, you know, you're a big inspiration, Drew, but I don't see it. How do I inspire people? I'm just me. Words are words, you know? Uh-oh. Hi, Krishna. Try not to tell anybody about this video. I popped in super late, but I felt my stomach sink when I learned about what happened. But I know you. You are the toughest person I know. Fight. Thank you. I'm going to be telling Kate tomorrow. If you want to tell Stephen, it's okay. Because sometimes Steven's here, but I'm sure he's busy. Yeah. Cree Japan Travel Nut is my kiddo. Um, she's my protege. Is that what I would call you, Krishna? I was actually, when we were in Tachikawa on Saturday, guys, doing the live stream, I was hoping she could have joined me for the live stream. That would have been awesome. But yeah, it's metastasized to my brain, and it sucks. But we're gonna try our best to keep fighting, guys. I want to be here next time this year. You know, I want to hit my goal. Let's be honest, it's a tough goal to hit. But if I could hit my 60th birthday, I I feel I would have beaten all odds completely. But hitting my 58th birthday, I'm pretty sure I will be okay. 59th, let's do the best that we can, you know? Yeah, Christian, sorry. Keep fighting. Hey, Jeff Mathwick. I think I remember you being in the chat, or maybe I don't. Must be the brain cancer. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you've ever met somebody like me, but I like to laugh. I take my fear and my worry and I laugh it off. That's my defense mechanism, I guess. Yeah, I stopped by on occasion. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going crazy or not. But it's always good to laugh, man. Damn, I hate to hear that, bro. Yeah, it's just something, you know, shit happens. You'll always hear me say that. Shit happens and suck it up. And I'm doing both. So there you go. You have to be there when I come back to Japan. I'll drink all the beer for you. Well, okay, Leonie, but when are you coming back? The sooner the better, guys, just in case. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much information that Google, like if you Googled, I can just tell you, okay, wait, Daniel, you could, such terrible news, but we believe in you, Drew. Hope is the strongest medicine. You're right, Daniel. And I know that you have your own personal things going on. So, yeah, it's, um, it's, it's tough. I only can go through my experiences, right? Because everybody's experiences are completely different. And everybody has different types of cancer. And it just sucks, you know. To me, it just sucks because we've come a long way in the 40 years that I've seen a lot of shit happen. Okay. Hey, Luis, how are you? Oh, sorry. um, guys, if you know Luis and B, Luis just sent me a personal message. So, hi, Luis. I know you're watching. I'm just going to read his message privately, of course. Um, Thank you, Luis. You're a lifelong, you're a lifetime friend. Thank you. Um, yeah, I hope I get better. You know, um, until I'm. Let's face facts, guys, and I've researched this a lot. With lung cancer, you know you're going to go quickly when your breathing starts going. You know, like that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know that. So until that day comes, which is the day I would either get out of the hospital, stop chemo, and or I want to die at home. By the way. I don't want to be in any place, any hospital, or, you know, I don't want to be anywhere where my wife doesn't have access to me and my puppies. Oh, yeah. One rule we did find out about the hospital did change, and this is positive. And that is that if you, because, you know, because how Japan is so paranoid about COVID and yada, 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 right? Well, they're slowly changing things where you can have visitors again. Hey! The only problem is you have to book an appointment and it's only for 30 minutes. They do not allow puppies. Oh my God, that would make. Huh? Are we still live? Something just blew up on my computer. Oh God. Hold on. Reload. I hope I'm still there. Okay. Oh, just one of the tabs that I had that I'm reading the comments on just zapped out. So it went oh, zap. Okay. Are we live? Give me a thumbs up in the chat, please. I would appreciate it. Twanda, I see a comment from Twanda. Drew, you can beat cancer. Drew, I've been going through I don't want to share it online because now because I do not want to take away from your message to us today. No worries, no worries, Twanda. All the best to you, right? Good night, everyone, and keep fighting. Thank you, Joy. Appreciate you. I'm going to go soon because I only want to keep this at an hour and a half. Actually, I wanted to keep it an hour, but um, you know, daily life again. I spend a lot of time in Ikebukuro, and oh yeah, thank you. See, Holly, thank you. They will allow visitors for half an hour. So I know my wife. Knowing my wife, she'll probably be at the hospital every freaking day for half an hour, which would be awesome, right? Just got to find an empty closet. Just saying. Um, but yeah, they've changed it, so they're slowly. But for some reason, I can't go downstairs and visit them at Tully's. They have to come up to the ward into the common area for 30 minutes because only so many people can be there at one time, and away we go. So there you go. So thank you, Holly, for bringing that back up. I got to take an extra painkiller pretty soon here. It's been good catching up. Looking forward to catching through my various planned trips. Ninja, when are you coming back? Just let me know in the chat, please, if you've planned already. So yeah, that is the announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'll bring it up one last time, but real quickly, I'll just show you. These are the scans. Sorry that I'm showing it a lot, but you know, people pop in and pop out and skip through on the replay and stuff. But you can see how my main tumor has been going and growing and shrinking, so on and so forth. So hopefully this round will be better. And then of course, this is where the metastases has started now, ladies and gentlemen. That is my brain. I thought that was the right side of my head, but Hiromi told me it was the left side. So that is the small little tumor that they caught on the most recent CT scan, and that's what we're going to get an MRI on Thursday and figure out the plan on how to zap it out of my head next week. So starting next week, I will be doing radiation therapy and then back to chemo, hopefully on the week of February 17th. So, yeah, just thank you, everybody. Again, if you can help me out on GoFundMe, I really, the cost is probably going to be about $2,000 a month. That's American. So just to share that with you, I did post today an update on GoFundMe. So if you want to go check that out, that's great. Hi, Lori Leonard. How are you? Sorry, I will be leaving soon, though. And I want to be as transparent, as I can as to where the funds go, how they are being spent, and on what, drugs, so on and so forth. Still live, you are in more. Okay, good. Okay, thank you, Ninja Monkey, for that, eh? Yeah, please share. Are you talking February, Nathan? Please share the live stream. I would love to be able to hit, 10,000 right away, and then try to get to 20 and 20, 25, so on and so forth. If that lady in 5 days, by the way, 5 days, can raise whatever it was she raised 20 times her goal, maybe I can do the same too. And then I won't be so mentally screwed up. But hey, we'll see how it goes. We will be live again soon. I might be live. Well, Friday. I was going to go live tomorrow and do a regular Lost in Tokyo, but I might wait. I might do a Patreon only. We'll see how it goes. But I want to do a Patreon only. If you're not a part of Patreon, sign up. You get more live streams. Be a part of an amazing, awesome community. But yeah, that is the news, ladies and gentlemen. I hope, and I'm not looking for pity. I've always said that. I did this, sorry, microphone. I did this to myself. 40 years of smoking, I believe. But for what has humbled me and made me very grateful is how people have stepped up to help me out. Strangers have helped me out. It amazes me. And I thank you. Until next time, I wish you all a good night because it's 12:05 a.m. here. I got to go to bed. Keep it real, keep it raw. Straight to yourself, because I always do. As you know. Peace, everybody.